My name is David Campbell, and today I'm going to demonstrate two activities. Activity 9-1, installing the IIS. And IIS stands for Internet Information Services, or server, depending on how long ago you remember the IIS. And then I'm going to demonstrate activity 9-2, creating a virtual directory. Our objective right now for activity 9-1, installing the IIS, we're just going to learn how to install the IIS. Pretty easy. The only thing that's really going to take some time is setting up the roles. So we're going to go to Administrative Tools, Server Manager. Let it pop up. We're going to go to Roles. Hopefully it's not going to look up a database. This may take a few minutes, so I'm just going to pause it until I can actually get to the exact part of installing the IIS. Okay, that took a little bit of time. I had to uninstall the roles so we can actually demonstrate how to install the IIS. Pretty simple. Go to Web Service, or if you didn't see what I did, went to Add Roles, Web Service, the IIS, click Next, Next. And then we have a list of other objects that we can add. More security. We're just going to leave this blank just for demonstration purposes, but there are a lot of configurations that we can do, especially with security. I like the whole basic authentication and Windows authentication. But for now, we're just going to keep on going with this due to time restraints and complexity of this. So click Next. We're going to install. And this is just going to take a little bit too. It is a pretty lengthy installation, so we're just going to pause it and we'll continue on with setting up the IIS and going on to activity 9-2. Okay, so we have actually completed this activity 9-1. It's actually installed, but we're going to go a little bit deeper into this. You can see that it took a good 10-15 minutes just to install. So we're just going to hit close. We're going to exit out of the server manager. We're going to go back to Start, Administrative Tools, and now we should have a new task here. Let's see if we can find it. We're just searching for it. Server Manager. Here we go. Internet Information Services right here. I was looking for Service Manager. So we'll just click on here. Okay, so we've actually are in the ISS Manager. There's a few things we can do. What we're going to do right here is seeing what else is on the home. What I did was just expand the domain right here, and we've got a few things. We should have a default. Let's go to sites. There's our default website. Oh, and it did keep my last one, which is kind of a neat thing. I did actually uninstall this roles, but it looks like it kept it on one of my sites right here. But we'll just go to the default site. We've got authentication, compression, default documents. Let's go to default documents. We want to move this up. Click yes. Okay. And let's see what else we can do. It's not too big of a big issue on what we need to do here. Let's see what else. Let's start creating a virtual directory. So the objective for 9-2 or activity 9-2 is set up a virtual directory. So we've already are halfway through the activity of me just going into the default website home. We're just going to click right here, and then we're going to add virtual directory, as you can see. And what this does is we can actually add a list of folders that can be accessed through the web server. Essentially, you can access this server online, almost on any computer that would actually allow you to get onto a network and does not have any special permissions or restraints on their network. So we can just go right here, go to C drive, and this in TPub, this is actually where most of all this information is going to be stored at. So we'll just keep it on root right there. Alias, we'll give it a name, test1. Application users pass-through authentication, which is a good thing. I was talking about the security in activity 9-1, and our specific users, we can actually, if we create a user, we can actually specify if it's just going to be that one person. So we'll just pass through authentication. Hit OK. Let's try something again. Well, I guess that's a no-go on trying to test that out. Well, this actually concludes activity 9-2, how we can edit permissions, set up all certain sharing tabs, and so forth. So this actually concludes it. Once again, repeating myself, thank you and have a great day.